Were you surprised when you heard that he had used the racial slur, the effing word, the way he was picked up on the tape? Were you surprised he used a term like that?
That's a term that I listened to over and over on there, and to me it's a matter of interpretation of whether he's saying coon or goon. There are a lot of parts of this country where people proudly call themselves coonasses, in Louisiana in particular.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so and on the other hand, I'm a 53-year-old man, and I don't know too many people who younger than 40 who use that term as a racial slur. As far as the other word, goon, I've been informed by my 17-year-old daughter that among her peers is a term of endearment. It came down to a life or death struggle between the two. I can't go into details into how the gun came into play, but it was not a part of this story until it was too late.
We're trying to be responsible broadcasters and keep the calm that one listener last week suggested we have, because there is a real desire to crank this up, man, because nothing has been done.
And then you want us to wait until April 10th. Look, we're not going to stop talking about it. It's not going to go away. Jackie, you better tell him for me, Jackie. We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. It's so unjust on so many levels.
Yes.
I hate to bring up the Michael Vick incident. This man went to prison for shooting a dog. So are they saying that Trayvon's life is not greater than a dog's life?
If that man would have hit Trayvon with a car, he would have had more of an investigation done than he did when he shot him with that gun. They would have tested him for DWI the whole nine.
Why are they bringing out the marijuana issue? Why are they saying that it's justifiable homicide if you smoke weed? You deserve to get shot.
Oh, it went worse than that, Jackie. They had pictures of him, a wrongful picture of somebody else with his pants down and thug signs up and all this gang signs. I'm like, and it wasn't even Trayvon. And they put it up on a major website and said, look at this kid.
Well, they're trying to taint the potential jury pool is what they're trying to do.
Exactly. And George and Michael, I just want to thank you for your social outreach. I listen to you all daily. And just your level of social consciousness.
We care, Jackie. There's people who do this for the money. There are people that do it for the fame. We care about our community, and we prove it anytime something happens. We are here, and we need to let you and everybody else who's listening know we're not going anywhere.
Can I make one more comment? I
Absolutely.
realize your time is short. I just want to say now more than ever, blacks and people of color need to unite.
That's right.
And we need to get out to the polls in November.
You got that right.
If we don't, it's going to be a lot more of our children.
Because they are the lawmakers. And, Jackie, I've said that many times. If you're out there campaigning and being mad and going to rallies and you don't have a voter registration card, you're not voting. It means nothing to those people in power. The lawmakers, the people who appoint these judges, the people who appoint these district attorneys are all people who get elected. Do not sleep on that fact. Hey, Shay, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's going on, George? How y'all doing?
I know Brooklyn ain't standing for this nonsense.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. First of all, this brother Oliver, I want to know what generation he's from.
Yes.
53 years old. I'm 56. And if you don't remember being called the N-word and the cool, all that stuff when you was coming up as a kid and the things we had to go through, man, you need to go sit down. He ain't no real brother.
And what is he talking about? What is he talking?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Go ahead, Shay. Say what you want to say. Go ahead.
I don't even understand why this man is even out there trying to stand up for this dude, man. You heard what he said, and you gonna stand by him? There's no confusion about what he said.
All they're doing is infuriating people with this, man.
What else do you think? What else do you expect? There's no results. All the marching, all the petitions, all of the coverage on the news media, all the radio broadcasts, nothing has been done about it. What do you think is going to happen?
My man, Mr. Omar's been holding on for a while from Roanoke. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. How about you?
I'm furious, man.
Man, I am too. And I'm so furious that I have a lot of respect for the people that's doing the marching and demonstrating. But Mike, you know what I'm thinking about?
Talk to me.
If I smack your side, you hear what you do.
I understand. Omar, I got to hold you up for a second because I understand.
And we have to be responsible, Omar. We understand that you're angry, but we have to be responsible and say that is not the answer.
No, it's not, because come April 10th, if it gets to that point, and hopefully it'll be resolved before then, we got to wait for that date. It's a date that's been set in stone. And then the other date we need to focus on is November.
Because after you slap somebody in the head, Omar, believe me, you won't be walking free. They're going to lock your ass up right away.
Yeah, and this is what's going to happen to your kids and your family and your your community. So we're not falling for the okie doke. What we're going to do is make sure we're going to follow this thing through and let them know we're not going to forget. And then in November, we're going to make our voices heard. And anybody who's not on the right side of this thing will be out of work, because the lawmakers are important, man. You got to get out there and vote. You can go to the rallies. That's all good. We have to continue to do that. But if you don't have a voter registration card, if you're not getting out there voting these people out of office, the same thing can happen over and over again. Daniel, what's up, Daniel?
Hey, what's up, man?
I forgive you. George will get you later. I want to say this here, as an ex-policeman, and I'm going to say to the family, when that man was told not to pursue that man, that was probable cause right there.
Right there.
I said that.
Number two, when a policeman shoots someone, they give up their gun, fingerprinted, drug tested, and they're put on death duty.
That guy could have been on crack cocaine. They never would have known.
And not only that, though, like you said, his family has connection. And
Yep.
if everybody's paying attention, how could this guy walk around, not be arrested, but giving his voice out? Therefore, somebody's hiding him, and our taxpayers' dollars are paying for it.
I told George, we already said that his father was a prior retired judge. His ex-wife worked as a clerk in the clerk's office. Look, in the court clerk office. This man is, and not only that, the police department screwed this up so bad.
Yeah, it's in their best interest to try to cover it up as much as possible, because a lot of heads are going to roll.
This is not an easy thing, and thank God the federal government is looking over their shoulder, holders department, because this thing could have really been swept under the rug, and thank God for the parents being as diligent as they have been. George, I want to say this to you and to all of my other listeners out there, man. We're not going anywhere.